Hello and welcome to TB3 Sports Talk. It's the dog days of summer, so you're here, you're ready for this, you're listening, you came, you know what you're going to get. We're giving you some Rays talk because we love the Tampa Bay Rays, and we got some good things to talk about this week. We ain't coming on here to dog them this week because we got to give them some praise this week, and they've earned it. They have earned it.
Yeah, I mean, come on now. This is a good Rays Talk episode. I think a couple episodes ago, Joel said we might have one or two of these the whole rest of the season. So we got one. We got one.
So enjoy it.
Yeah, we got 3 series to recap. I mean, just initial thoughts. I mean, we're episode 44. How are we feeling, gentlemen?
Feeling good. After all the things the Rays have put us through to start the year, it feels good. And it feels like the season ain't over yet. There's a lot of people saying that in the media. Even the hometown folks are saying, we're sellers, this and that. But I'd say I wouldn't take their advice at all. I think if you believe in this Rays team, you are right to do so. They have a chance. They're right there, and it looks like they're starting to heat up.
Yeah, I mean, the Rays are 40-41. They're 3.5 games out of the wild card. I mean, just 3.5 games. That can be made up in a week. And not only that, but they're playing good baseball. I think last episode we said in this 2-week stretch of teams that were all solid, above 500, around 500 teams, we were looking for the Rays to go 8-4 in a 2-week stretch. As of right now, they're 6-3. So they are right on track to be able to make up this ground and kind of turn their eyes towards the playoffs instead of next year at the trade deadline.
Yeah, everybody seems to be pretty well right now. Like there's not really many injury issues that I can think about. So this is when we're meant to be playing our best baseball. And I mean, this last week and a half, 10 days, it's looked pretty good.
Except Jared Jones, who was trying to kill our players on Saturday, throw right at
He needs to be arrested
for murder.
How's B-Low's toe doing?
I don't know. He's not going on the IL. They swear.
I mean, he's all right. He's a man.
Yeah, but he hasn't played yet, so he's kind of just sitting there.
Pete Fairbanks doing okay.
Yes, that was huge because
that one guy with the face infusion or whatever.
Ahmed Razara, he played today, so he's tougher than Brandon Lau. That's not really hard to do though. We know that. Yeah, I think we'll get into it. I think we're gonna go series by series this episode because we got 3 of them to recap. If you guys are listening before we get into it, if you're on YouTube, like the video, subscribe, comment one word to describe the first half of the Rays season in the comment section down below. If you're on Spotify, hit the 5 stars, hit the follow button. Go to YouTube and comment if you want to comment because we don't have that on Spotify yet. And, yeah, follow us on Instagram and Twitter. But we're going to get right into it. Rays baseball, 3 series. This road trip was started in Atlanta. The Rays lost the series to Atlanta, but they were able to win the rubber match. If you guys recall, Ben Rortvedt hit a grand slam. Jose Siri hit a clutch 9th inning home run, and the Rays headed to Minnesota on a winning note. And on Tuesday, June 16th, the Rays would try to keep that momentum rolling as in the first inning, they looked like they were going to do it as Randy Arozarena hit a 3-run moonshot off Pablo Lopez to give the Rays a 3-0 lead. Josh Lowe would add on to that in the third to give the Rays a 4-0 lead. However, in the 4th inning, Aaron Savali decided he was going to fold. He gave up 4 runs in this inning, a Willie Castro bases-clearing double, and then Trevor Larnach ground rule double to tie up the game. Then, in the 5th inning, before rain downpour started, Brandon Lau cut through that rain, giving the Rays a 5-4 lead on a solo home run, 427 feet, a bomb. But then we had a rain delay, and it took about an hour and a half, but we were able to resume baseball action. And the Rays resumed it with a bang. Josh Lowe hit a home run to start off his hot week and a half or so. The Rays went up 6-4. However, in the bottom of the 5th, Sean Armstrong came in and gave up 2 solo home runs. Nope. He gave up 2 extra base hits, leading to 2 runs, a solo home run, and then I think it was a double or a triple and a sac fly to get that guy in. The lead was lost. It was 6-6. That score would hold all the way to the bottom of the 9th. And then, unfortunately, Pete Fairbanks, like Will mentioned, a comebacker to his hand, had a thumb problem, had to come out. 2 outs, and who else to save us in this situation but Phil Maton. And I'll tell you guys what, I was with my buddy Zach. He's been on the show. We just started laughing at that moment because we knew the game was over, and I think first or second pitch, Carlos Santana sent the fans that stayed, I don't think there was many of them, home happy. 7-6 Twins victory. But we move on. We move on to the next game. The Rays and Twins would play yet another close game. It was Joe Ryan and Taj Bradley, two really good young pitchers, two pitchers that were actually taken in the same draft class by the Rays. Same draft. Fun fact. Isaac Paredes would start off the scoring with a solo home run in the third, right around that left foul pole. You know his deal. But then the Twins would take a 2-1 lead in the fifth inning with a Royce Lewis home run. But in the top of the seventh, the Rays would cash in. Yandy Diaz would get an RBI infield single to make it 2-2. We would go to extras, and in the extras, the Rays would get a gift by Royce Lewis, a throwing error that would give the Rays a 3-2 lead. And Phil Maton would actually come into this game and redeem himself, get 3 outs with no base runner advancement in the bottom of the 10th, and the Rays would win 3-2. Looking for a series win on what day was this? Thursday, June 20th. We're not in July yet. And this one was a wild one. The Rays would start off the scoring in this one with a Randy Arozarena RBI double. The Twins would answer. The Rays would answer back. Then the Twins would answer back. But in the top of the 8th, the Rays would get their big run. In a 2-2 tie, Ahmed Rosario would get an RBI double to break that tie and give the Rays a 3-2 lead. And then top of the 9th, the Rays got hot. Jose Siri with a solo home run to make it 4-2 Rays. And then Yandy Diaz would get on board with a 2-run home run to make it 6-2 Rays. However, Kevin Cash said, let me try to solve the Devenski code, and let me tell you what, he did not solve that. Chris Devenski came in, he would give up a solo home run to Carlos Santana, and the tying runs would get on base, and Pete Fairbanks would come in to try to extinguish the fire, and with 2 outs, Jose Miranda would hit a 2-out, 2-strike, 3-run home run to tie the game, which was really devastating, I cannot lie. 6-6 going into the top of the 10th, but in the top of the 10th, that clutch guy who at this point really only gets hits in the clutch, Go Johnny Go, we got an RBI single to make it 7-6 Rays, and then bottom of the 10th, a lazy fly ball hit. Jose Siri cuts in front of Richie Palacios, sets his feet, boom, gunned at third, the runner for the Twins. The bases are clear. Pete Fairbanks comes out for a second inning, shuts the game down. The Rays win this one 7-6 to win the series on the road.
What a good couple of games that was there. And, you're not – and I think this is really where it started. It was Minnesota. You're not feeling that great after the Braves series. I know the Rays were able to sneak out a win, but still kind of got embarrassed. I felt embarrassed after our performance there over the weekend in Atlanta. And then you go to the Twins. Say what you want. This is still probably a playoff team. Mm-hmm. The AL – and I give them credit because I usually say that the AL Central is weak. This year they got about 3 solid teams, and the Twins are still hanging in there. So I'm going to give them a little more credit than I normally do. First game, tough. Obviously tough with the rain delay and this and that. You lose. But I think those cursed rain delays, man. Same thing with USF and Bama.
Yeah,
the Rays probably win that game. Rays probably win that game if there's no delay.
I can't jump on that bandwagon. Because the Rays had already blown a 4-run lead before the rain even started. So that was an Aaron Savali game. It didn't help, but
man.
That game was frustrating for sure.
Yeah, very frustrating. So you're not feeling that great, and then 2 fever-inducing chills, anxiety, all that stuff wrapped into one in the last 2 games. But you come away with 2 wins. Come away with 2 great wins. Doesn't matter how you get it in the second game. Took a weird, funky error. But, hey, that's why we talk about defense is important. Mm-hmm. That's why it's important for the Rays, and it's important for every other team. And sometimes it works out in your favor, and that's why you got to always play solid defense. In the second game, oh, man. That Siri throw, man.
Oh, my gosh. Might have been play of the season.
He is so clutch.
He is so clutch.
And aren't you glad?
Honestly, he's locked in. He's locked in.
And that's a good thing. And it's like, aren't you glad you're sitting there at home and maybe you heard some big influential voices in the Tampa area saying how they want him gone. He's as good as gone. He's a bum. He stinks. This was only a month ago, even less. And aren't you glad he's still on your team? coming up in huge moments, and it's offensive and defensively, and I just can't say enough good things about him.
Yeah, when it comes to Jose Siri, I know Johnny DeLuca has been struggling, but Johnny DeLuca, in a way, might have really kind of helped set the Rays on track and kind of save their season because he was the competition for Jose Siri. Jose Siri was losing reps. I mean, he was no longer the everyday center fielder because Johnny DeLuca could play the defense in center field, and he was hitting. He was scalding hot to come up, and this caused Jose Siri, honestly, ever since that moment, since that week, his at-bats have been better. Ever since late May when you see the catch against the A's, and then it's, hey, Siri, not your night. I mean, ever since that series, he's been scalding hot. But I think it comes back to that, that week or two where Jose Siri was not getting as much reps as he normally does. He was not the everyday center fielder. It was, honestly, I think it was 50-50 at least for DeLuca and Siri, maybe even more DeLuca than Siri. But Jose Siri, he didn't pout when that happened. He didn't shut down. He took the challenge. He took the competition, and he was a good teammate, supported them, and he started to play better. So got to give credit to Siri for treating that situation correctly and getting better from it. And you got to give credit to DeLuca because if he didn't come up and he didn't play so well, I mean, I don't know where the Rays would be sitting here because Jose Siri has won them so many baseball games.
Statistically, he's the most clutch Rays player this year.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
He's raised his batting average 25 points just in the month of June.
Wow, that's really good. I mean, he's hitting 215 today. I mean, Jose Siri was down low, and I mean, not only is he hitting the ball, he's taking his walks. I mean, he's taking walks. He's having discipline and good at bats. He's just playing really well. I mean, that's all you can say about Jose Siri. I mean, just an incredible throw. If you haven't seen it, I know it was a week and a half ago, but if you haven't seen the throw that Jose Siri made on June 20th against the Twins, one of the most incredible throws you'll see. Just going across his body, hosing the man at third, and basically winning the Rays that game. It was a sight to see. I mean, I was in public. I was at the Crunch Fitness at Countryside, and I literally gasped out loud because I could not believe what I just saw. It was just an incredible throw.
The guy playing third base juked him too. They were saying on TV that he was
making
it seem like he wasn't about to get the ball, and then he did. So the guy running wasn't able to change his slide direction.
Cabby at third. As for the Twins series, I mean, I'm looking at the Rays hit 6 home runs in 3 games here, so it was good to see the pop come back. I know the Lows got in the action. Lau and Low. Randy got a big bomb in the first game that unfortunately wasn't able to propel them to win. Isak got one, Siri and Yandy. So that was good to see the pop come back. And, I mean, I'm trying to think about pitching. Oh, Taj Bradley. Another really, really good Taj Bradley start. 6 innings, only 2 earned runs. He didn't have quite his swing and miss stuff that he had to start before where he had 11 strikeouts against the Cubs. But another really, really solid outing from your young pitcher on the road in some climate. I think it was a little rainy and at least muggy and stuff over there in Minnesota. And you don't have your best stuff, and you go 6 innings, 2 earned runs. I mean, that is really, really good for the Rays.
And that's all we're really asking for. We don't need a huge performance every time. We just need consistency. I think that's one of the things the Rays need the most is just guys to be consistent. And you don't have to be the hero. You don't have to go 8 innings. You don't have to throw a perfect game every time. But you just need to be consistent like that. And even on your off days, maybe your stuff isn't quite there as you want it to be. Just be able to get us through 6 innings, couple strikeouts, 1 to 2 earned runs, and that's perfect.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry. I was going to say Zach Littell did the same thing the next day. I mean, just keeping the Rays in the game, fighting tooth and nail. I don't think either of these guys had their best stuff, but Zach Littell, he went 5 innings, 2 earned runs. Taj Bradley went 6. So you want to see that from your starting pitching staff. You want to see the ability to fight through maybe not having your best stuff, maybe not having your movement or velocity or stuff like that, but they kept the Rays in the game. That's all you can ask for from your staff.
Mm-hmm. Who's the third pitcher?
Savali had a dud.
Yeah.
Savali had a dud, but he's been pitching well. I think Aaron Savali, did some notes on him. He's gone 5 innings plus in 7 out of his last 8 starts. This start in Minnesota was actually the only one that was not one that he went 5+ innings. And he's given up 3 earned runs or less in 5 of those starts. So he's definitely on the uptick. He's playing a little bit better. Unfortunately, Minnesota has a really good lineup. They just got to him, and he was getting in too much trouble, too many leadoff base runners in that game. I think one of those starts where he had more than 3 earned runs was the Orioles. I mean, that's maybe the best lineup in baseball. You gotta commend them for, or tip your cap for keeping the Rays in the game. So Savali's been on the uptick. I gotta give him some props. He's your 5 starter right now, so that's kind of all you can ask for your 5th starter. Well, that being said, you got Boz. Boz has been in Durham for a good long while. I think tonight
he had another gem tonight.
I think that was his 10th start or 10th appearance total in Durham. I don't know exactly why he's been in Durham so long. I don't know if it's to kind of save him from injury, because I know he's had a bunch of injury stuff and they're being very overcautious, or if it's because they're waiting to move a starter to open up that slot for Shane Boz and looking for a suitable trade partner for someone like Littell or Eflin or Savali. So I don't know, but it'd be interesting to see. I think it'll be Eflin.
Littell,
I don't want to get rid of Littell either, but
wasn't he going to the bullpen not too long ago though?
No.
He shouldn't. If we move anybody,
it should be Savali.
Would be Savali, and that'd be perfect.
Yeah, it would
He'll give you 3 good innings.
Give me Savali over Armstrong in the pen, man. I'm kind of tired of Sean Armstrong.
Yeah, dude. Because we'll get to him. What was that?
Is there anybody in the bullpen we're excited about?
He struggled in this. There's quite a Kevin Kelly. Kevin Kelly.
Oh, I love Kevin Kelly.
Kevin Kelly.
Colin Poche has been pitching great. I know you guys. He's been pitching.
It's just the name still scares me.
Yeah, we talked about Clevenger having a bad stretch the last episode. He's pulled it back around. Mm-hmm. He's got to, because we want to send him to Texas we want Fat Clev to be an all-star, but I don't know. He had a rough stretch. I don't know if I should have said that on air, but
it's our secret nickname.
You've been consumed. But yeah, Clevenger's been playing good. Adam, Fairbanks, Kelly. That's your 4. Oh, and Poche. That's your 5 that I feel excited about. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Do we want to just rip the Band-Aid off?
Can I do it?
Yeah. Rip the Band-Aid off real quick. It didn't happen during the series, but let's just talk about it.
Yeah, if you're a huge Rays fan, you probably heard this news already, unless you live under a rock. But the Rays, what was that? Yesterday? That was June 25th, 2024. A monumental day in Rays history. The Rays designated for assignment Chris Devenski. They could not crack the Devenski code after
bye. See ya.
A little less than a year.
I don't know how he made it this
He shouldn't have made it this far.
I don't know. It's like we lose bullpen guys left and right. It's like, oh, we lost the all-star bullpen guy this year for nothing? Oh, that makes sense. But the fact that he made this team in 2024 is mind-blowing.
Yeah, I don't know what anybody on that team was thinking, or coaching staff, front office, why he was there for so long.
Chris Devenski was an all-star with the Houston Astros. Fun fact.
What, on MLB The Show 24?
No, I mean, he was real life, man. Real life.
I don't know. Well, you know what? Sometimes the dream dies. You got to hang up the cleats, pal, become a coach for your local high school, and drink a 6-pack on the weekends. Like you gotta hang it up. You gotta know when it's time to close.
Wow.
And it definitely was time. I don't think he'll get picked up anywhere else.
Will just banished him to
I'm
to
just
local
so
high
sick
school
of
suburban living.
I'm so sick of this.
That's really
man.
funny.
I hate being such a hater. I hate doing this.
His stuff is good enough where someone's gonna get tricked by it. I'm gonna say it.
Don't. Why would you?
Because
you could pick up a 2017 MLB All-Star. He's right there on the free agent market for you.
If Chris Devenski can trick the Rays, he can trick any team.
Yeah, but the Rays are different because the Rays are known for turning guys around, turning nobodies around.
Yeah.
And this guy, they couldn't. So that's got to be a major red flag for all 29 other teams. If the Rays can't fix them, we sure as heck can.
Oh man.
But yeah, I don't like being so negative.
Rest in piss. I'm so sick of him, bro.
And it was a funny thing I saw a tweet today. It was like, yeah, it's because he gave up 4 home runs those last 3 games. It's like, you think that was the thing to do it? How many games has he blown in the short time he's been with the Rays?
Yeah, dude.
That did it after everything else?
I'll never forget when you sent the Juan Soto home run where you sent nice pitch to Devenski and it was right down the middle, bro.
That gave me nightmares.
Dude, it was so bad. It was so bad.
Down the middle.
It was so bad.
Small. God!
to Juan Soto, the best hitter at that point. Yeah, whatever.
He had a 2.08 ERA last year. That's not possible.
Last year?
I think no. I'm looking at it wrong. So he was on two teams, but with the Rays, his ERA was 2.08.
Yeah, because he I remember
he was in 9 games.
Because he would come in when somebody else left the bases juiced and would just completely blow the game, and the earned runs would go to the guy before him.
Okay, here it is. He had a 4.46 ERA last year, and while he was with the Angels, it was 5.08. So that's the story.
We thought we fixed him, and we were bringing him back because we fixed him, and that just didn't happen.
Nope.
Like, I think the playoffs was a perfect example of how that his ERA stayed that low. It's like Glasnow got all those runs, but it was Devenski who gave him up.
Yeah. That was like, seriously, we're putting Chris Devenski. Okay, you know what? We got to get off Devenski.
He is leaving the Rays with a 6.75 ERA.
Whew. Rest in piss.
I can't wait. You think if he goes to another team, they'll give him a tribute video, the Rays?
No way. They didn't even give Luke Raley a tribute video.
What?
They didn't give. That's what I'm saying.
I hate that, actually.
Dude, I love Luke Raley.
That's a quick tidbit. I hate that. What did Luke Raley do for the team?
He made me happy for a full year. I love Luke Raley. A video is fine.
I get it. I like a tribute video for these guys who haven't done anything for you. Come on, we can't be doing that.
Well, we didn't do it, so they did what you wanted.
The only one of the only guys is Longoria. I'd be like, okay, I'll accept a tribute video.
G-Man Choi got a tribute video.
Yeah, see, again,
I think he deserved it.
I love G-Man Choi.
I think he deserved it.
I would take him right now because didn't he get DFA'd or did he get picked up again?
I don't know, man.
He was DFA'd by somebody.
He has a beard now. He freaks me out.
But yeah. I don't know. I hate the tribute video stuff. Unless these guys win you a ring or have some sort of winning or impact a game, they don't need a tribute. Even Blake Snell, man, we gave him one. Come on.
I can't be mad at it. Are we ready to move on to Pittsburgh?
Before we go, I gotta say happy retirement, Yu Chang, Rays legend, solid reliever too, and he'd come in. He's not retired from baseball. He's retired from the MLB. He's joining the Chinese baseball organization.
KBO.
No, he's doing the Chinese one.
Really?
Not Korean, yeah. Because he's from Taiwan.
Oh, really? I thought it said KBO.
He went to it's like the CBL or something, Chinese Baseball League. So, yeah, he's not playing the MLB anymore. He was homesick. So, happy retirement. We won't forget you.
He has some moments in 2022.
Yeah.
Also, the Twin Series, I just want to say, Game 1, Game 2, the Rays got bailed out completely. That was not a game that they should have won. But Game 1, the Rays should have won. So it was kind of like baseball gods. It was kind of like baseball, baseball. It happens. They even out won one, and then the Rays won the series. So if anyone tells you, a Twins fan tells you, the Rays got lucky to win that series, they shouldn't have won Game 2. You tell them the Rays should have won Game 1 because there was a rain delay, and that obviously cheapens the win.
It does.
We should know.
It definitely does.
It does.
The USF Bulls.
They would have beat Alabama.
They still could have, too.
Should have, if you will. That's for next year, though.
You guys can put G-Man Choi on your wish list. He's a free agent.
Yeah, I know, because who did he get DFA by? Was it the Mets?
Yes. No, the Padres.
Padres?
No, he was on the Mets.
It was the Mets.
I was like...
He was Pittsburgh and San Diego last year were his stops.
Yeah.
He was like a trade acquisition for the Padres. They got Rich Hill and G-Man Choi. I remember that. A huge package deal. Yeah. 2021, that would have been huge.
He was DFA'd on May 31st.
Man, Dick Mountain, what a pitcher.
I feel like you can have only one good Asian guy on your team in the MLB.
Oh, you're saying they have Ha-Seong Kim.
Yeah, that's too much. Yeah. The talent ain't big enough for the two of us.
Maybe. I don't know how that works. That's not my
I'll have to check the stats.
Okay. That would be fun. Are you ready for Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
All right. The Rays headed to Pittsburgh for their final destination in the 3-city road trip. Yes, I said it right. I thought I was going to struggle with that. 3-city road trip. The Rays headed to Pittsburgh. Friday night, they were wearing the City Connects. The Pirates were wearing the City Connects. And you saw which team had the better City Connects. It was the Tampa Bay Rays. I mean,
win or lose that game, I said it. I have text confirmation. I said, win or lose, we will still get approved we have the better City Connects.
Oh, yeah. It's
So
not
I
even
was
close.
satisfied. I
They
didn't even have to worry
were
about
their
the
City
game.
Connects all weekend.
It was so heartwarming to see Tampa Bay script one on the road.
Yeah.
Like that warmed my
They
heart.
wore them twice on the road, and it looked good. Like, those could make a case for being primaries. I'm sorry. I know that might be crazy.
And you could make a couple different versions of it.
A white version with that coloring would actually be clean. That would be clean, man.
Maybe purple, dare I say?
Yeah, they would if they would probably try to do like a green and mess it up.
A green with like the black pants, though. That would be kind of cool.
That is very, very easily messed. They would have to do.
They could do it right.
Do it perfect. They would have to do it
right.
perfect. Like that's so. I'd be scared they would mess it up.
I would not want to see that.
Anyways, City Connect versus City Connect, and the Rays were the better City Connect, and they were also the better team this night. They would go up 4-0. Josh Lowe would hit a home run to punctuate this. 4-0 Rays. However, in the bottom of the fourth, the Pirates would get 2, but our Lord and Savior Colin Poche would step in for Ryan Pepio, and he would stop that rally where it stood. And then in the top of the 6th, Josh Lowe again with a 3-run home run to make it 7-2. Tampa Bay Rays. Brian Reynolds would hit a Chris Paul home run to make it 7-3 in the 8th inning. And then Ben Rortvedt would add on with a 3-run home run, his second home run in about 5 days. What has gotten into this guy? He is hot.
All-star.
Best catcher in Rays history. Anyways, the Rays would win this one 10-3, looking to win the series on Saturday. And on Saturday, the pitching matchup got a little harder. As we said, Pepio pitched yesterday, and some opener guy pitched for the Pirates. His name is very hard to pronounce. I'm not even going to try it. But on Saturday, we had a bit of a more traditional pitchers matchup. We had Zach Eflin for the Rays facing off against Jared Jones, the young phenom for the Pirates. And this was as advertised, as both pitchers would go 7 innings. However, Zach Eflin would give up 4 earned runs, and Jared Jones would give up 2. The Rays, after a hectic first inning where 2 or 3 Rays players were hit, Josh Lowe would get an RBI ground out in the first inning to put the Rays up 1-0. However, Zach Eflin would immediately ruin that by giving up the long ball to O'Neal Cruz. He hit that thing into the river. Yep. Unfortunately, 445 feet, and it was hit hard. And then the bottom of the third, this was the inning that really got Eflin. Unfortunately, the Pirates would score 3 to take a 4-1 lead. Top of the fourth, the Rays would get one back. That man again, Ben Rortvedt, would get an RBI single. This was a pop-up that didn't get caught, but that's okay. Then, top of the ninth, Aroldis Chapman was in, and the Rays were looking to get some magic. Yandy Diaz would get the Rays within 1 run with a RBI double, tying run in scoring position. However, the Rays would not be able to finish the job, and they would lose this one 4-3. Looking for a series win on Sunday, but it would be tough because you have Aaron Savali pitching for the Rays against that man, that daunted man, Paul Skeens, Livy Dunn's boyfriend, as I like to call him. And let me tell you what, it was a little bit of a pitcher's duel. Yandy Diaz would start this one off with a first pitch home run into that little bleacher section in right field that they have in Pittsburgh. But that's all that Paul Skeens would give up in his 7 innings of work. He's as advertised. Really good, just gross stuff. The Rays had some opportunities, I won't lie, weren't able to cash in. But Aaron Savali would kind of go pitch for pitch with him. Aaron Savali would pitch 5 innings and only get 1 earned run on a Brian Reynolds solo home run. And we were 1-1 headed into the 8th. And then in the 8th, the Rays would play some really good baseball. You know, a leadoff walk, a hit and run, a sacrifice fly, add on with an RBI single. And the Rays have a 3-1 lead off a guy who had a sub-1 ERA, Colin Holderman. So, great job by the Bats, and then the Rays would close this one out, Adam Fairbanks, and the Rays would win 3-1 to win another series on the road.
Yeah, this was a fun series. Really fun seeing your Rays score a bunch of runs in the first game. Got to shout out Josh Lowe, of course, 2 big ding-dongs, Ben Rortvedt. And Jose Siri had 3 hits that game too, so shout out to them. What are my initial thoughts? A little disappointed in the Saturday game. Should have won that game, and I think the thing that makes me really mad about that one is Jared Jones was all over the place, hit Brandon Lau, and then committed a criminal offense. against some men. He should be behind bars, maybe even the death penalty. But he let him get into rhythm and pitch 7 innings. So I didn't like to see that. But then day after, Yandy Diaz, he owns Paul Skeens. He got a Riz Up Livy done after the game. Did you say that already?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, too much brain rot.
Is Yandy Diaz actually baby Gronk? More at 11? I don't know. Yeah, that was a huge swing. I think that could be one of those swings we look back at in the Rays season and kind of just look at like, wow, that really ignited the team. It was probably the biggest reason the Rays were able to get that series win because obviously you only get that one run, but you leave Paul Skeens' appearance tied. You feel like you had your 5 starter versus your 1 starter who could be pitching like one of the best pitchers in the league right now, and you were tied after the 7th inning. Bullpen versus bullpen, you got to feel good about that. And the Rays immediately struck, and they played great baseball in that 8th. So that swing to get on the board, to make it 1-1, to leave Paul Skeens' appearance tied, that's so huge. That is one of those swings that, we've seen the Rays are hot right now. They've won 3 series in a row. If they keep winning series, I mean, we can look back and say, hey, if they don't get that home run from Yandy Diaz, I mean, that's maybe a lost series. Then what did they do in Seattle? What did they do to keep going? So just a huge swing by Yandy Diaz. Cannot stress that enough.
Yeah, and it changes your mindset. First pitch crushing like that changes Skeens' mindset, and he's a great young pitcher, and he's probably going to be dominant in this league for a long time. That totally changes his whole flow. Yeah, I know you let him go 7 innings and stuff like that. You'd like to see them build on it, and hopefully,
they had chances.
And they did have chances, yeah, but you totally changed him out of his rhythm. Now he's already down a run. He feels like he's got to step up a little bit more. So it's good to get on guys early like that, and hopefully we can see him add on to that, get him out early. Got to shout out Savali, only giving up the 1 earned. Did not qualify for the win though.
Unfortunate. He could have gone longer, but I think it was a good pull by Kevin Cash.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Kelly got the win.
Yeah, Kelly got the win, but
Joel, I thought you were going to say something about Aaron Savali getting pulled so early in this game. You were all against it on Sunday when we were watching.
I mean, like, he probably would have been fine. Like, I'd give him again. Yeah, you want me to get? I mean, thanks for the soapbox. Leave the guy in. Like, come on. He's pitching you a good game right now. Give him a treat. Give him the next inning. Come on.
He can't be trusted. He can't be trusted.
It's hard to trust him.
It is a hard line to draw.
But he was dealing. Like, I
was thinking in my head that the Blake Snell thing. No, it's the same thing. Leave these guys in, Cash. Come on.
Yeah.
Because the same as Blake Snell. It's not helping it. It's going against it again. Yeah, Kevin Cash pulls these guys too early.
Yeah, but then if he gives up 6, we would have been like, Kevin Cash. Yeah. This guy gives up.
I mean, you can start smelling it. It's like, okay, if he goes in the next inning, first guy gets on base. All right, start warming somebody. Second guy, all right, get him real warm, and then by the 3rd guy, you got him in.
I just think with the margin of error, because Paul Skeens was pitching, I think it was a good move. I think we'll get into it. I think the one later on in this week was not a good move. But Savali, he's had the struggles in the 5th inning and beyond. It's hard. Just you had no margin of error because Paul Skeens was dealing. You had your opportunities early, and he was in a rhythm. 5th, 6th, 7th inning. So another thing that was like, what are we doing here? Is we had Taylor Walls, Johnny DeLuca, and Alex Jackson hitting 7, 8, 9 against Paul Skeens. So that was like, oh wow, we're really, really leaning in on the defense.
Give them a break. They went 1 for 12.
Hey, they got one. They got on base.
They got on base.
Yeah, but on all seriousness, that was a really
Jackson's an all-star, man.
Huge win. Nuh-uh. Friday night, I just wanted to mention the Rays had 17 hits on the game. That was a display of offense. It was really good to see. So that was good to see. Saturday, like we said, Zach Eflin was able to kind of get stronger as the game went on. He went 7 innings. I'm looking here. Zach Eflin has an expected ERA of 3.42, but unfortunately his actual ERA is 4.21. So he is getting a little bit unlucky. I think that has to do with some of the long balls.
He just gives up too many of them. That's still his problem.
That is the problem with the whole Rays pitching staff. If they could cut down on the long balls, they are number 1 in baseball. They have given up the most home runs out of any team in the major leagues. They are above the White Sox. They are above the Blue Jays. Does not matter. They have given up more home runs than any other team. And those are momentum shifting plays. Those kind of derail your whole game, and that's been the plague of this pitching staff. If they could cut down on that, they've been solid. Other than the home runs, really.
Coley, we've determined like that Eflin and like Littell or whatever I think it was Savali, like they're top 10, right?
Savali, Alexander, and Eflin are both in the top 10 for pitchers giving up home runs allowed.
I mean, that's a fun statistic.
And Bradley hasn't even played half the season.
Alexander.
Oh yeah.
That's a fun thing to have. Like,
Sorry, I was thinking about Taj Bradley
I'm not
for some
opposed to
reason.
Taj Bradley.
He's probably up there.
Bradley?
He gives up a lot of home runs too. He kind of does.
He does. He's probably giving up 5 or 6.
Comparativeness, like we're good.
He probably, for people since he came up, he might be in the top 10. Yeah. So that was Saturday. Unfortunate for Zach Eflin, and he's kind of just getting unlucky. But that's what happens when you give up the long ball. And also, they dinked and dunked them in that 3rd inning, and they got 3 runs off of it. You only give up 2 or 1. The Rays are tied or go ahead in that 9th inning. So unfortunate for that. And yeah, I mean,
Littell's up there too. He's top 25.
Man, the Rays.
Hey, we love giving out souvenirs.
We do.
We are nice people.
Oh man, that's
Pepio's at 11.
Dude, the whole starting rotation is up there, not even halfway down the list, and they're all up there.
That's crazy.
That's tough.
I'm not really like thinking about it right now. They're mostly solos, right? Like it's.
I don't know.
Like maybe half and half.
Wow, Devenski's giving up less home runs than Joe Musgrove, Lance Lynn. It's an elite company. Shota.
I feel like Lance Lynn's actually turning his season around.
Lance Lynn's pitching decent.
Yeah.
No, but Devenski's a reliever, and he's with all these starters. So it's actually not an elite company. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Anything else on the Pirates? The Pirates?
Random, but they were playing Sunday like it was MLB The Show because they had their – I didn't know you could do this. They had their batting practice hat on, their City Connect tops, and then their home pants.
I saw an article about that. They're kind of like
mashup. They're
one of the teams that are really starting to not like their City Connect, and they're doing a lot of different stuff with it.
Which is cool.
And the Pirates. I was like, what are we talking about?
But the Rays should do it with their batting hats.
I'm not gonna lie,
hats because theirs are cool too.
The Pirates batting practice hats were sick.
They are sick,
very cool. Yeah, that was.
But
very cool.
Rays have a cool one too. It's like the throwback TB.
So did they wear white? Did they wear white helmets? Or pants. I'm sorry, pants.
Yeah, they wore their white home pants.
I was interested. Yeah, that actually was a pretty good look.
It was a nice combo.
Like that looks better than they have yellow hats for their normal.
A lot of
teams,
right?
that looks gross PGH on it.
Yeah, no, that was a good combo.
A lot of teams are starting to bring in white pants instead. Like I saw today that Baltimore's doing it now, Colorado's doing it, the Dodgers did it.
Yeah, Rockies wore their green pants one time, and that was
I love that look. Like that's
I thought the greens were pretty cool. Who could? Oh, the Mariners could use some white pants for their City Connect instead of the blue.
That's what I've been saying. It's the blue on black looks terrible.
Yeah,
looks horrible. Rays kind of are stuck because they really.
But the Rays look gorgeous, so we don't need to do that.
They don't have to do anything.
Don't gotta fix that.
Actually, I think our City Connects would look good with white pants.
I don't think so.
I think you'd be surprised.
I think they should match the jersey stuff because they don't have like the sunburnt holes on it like the jersey does. I think they should match.
Yeah,
I think they should.
When they go primary, maybe we'll do that.
Yeah,
that's what we gotta have our case for. But yeah, that's our uniform. Yeah, so Mariners, Seattle.
Okay, Jose Siri 2. Gotta shout him out again because I know it was like a huge score, but still making huge defensive plays to rob a home run at the end of the game there. Again, just playing solid all the way through, and I love to see that.
Rays defense.
They had like 2 back-to-back great games.
We could talk about this, but Rays defense has maybe been the biggest reason for this turnaround they've had. In general, what the team I've watched in the last 2 weeks feels like a Rays baseball team. Yeah. It feels like the Rays of old. Their defense is just so much better. I know Taylor Walls hasn't had the best, batting. Plate appearances, sure, we'll call that. At-bats, that's what I was looking for. At-bats. since he came up. But ever since he's come up, he has solidified and steadied this defense. He's done a really good job. The Rays, the infield, if you got Walls and Caballero as your middle infield, not a lot's getting through. I mean, even Isak, he made a great play today, and he's been playing a lot better. He let some ones go by. And then the outfield, DeLuca is a center field level player, and he's playing right and left. And then Jose Siri, we've mentioned him. He's playing a great center field right now. It's hard to believe that in April he was dropping routine fly balls, and now nothing gets past him. And then Josh Lowe or Randy, those guys are going to play a good right or left field. You know that.
That double play we turned to get out of the Friday game where Pittsburgh was starting to come back. That was
Poche, right?
That was Poche, and it was tailor-made. Tailor-made, textbook, just really good. So I want to say the defense has been sharp like a bunch of cacti.
We needed that double play so much when we got it.
Yeah, it was looking like the game was starting to unravel, and it was just double plays have been turned, balls have been get to, errors have been very scarce in the last couple weeks. So watching this team play defense, led by Taylor Walls and Jose Siri, I think are the catalysts of this great defense. Johnny DeLuca made an exceptional play last night against the Mariners. Looked like Air Johnny over there. That defense has kind of turned the tide for the Rays, and I think it might be one of the biggest reasons why they've started to turn it around.
And they need to continue to do it.
Yeah. But I think just in general, it's been good to watch the Rays look like the Rays. Like this is not – they haven't had blunders. They've, done some – pitched well, gotten some big hits, stuff like that. It's been good to watch the Rays seem like the Rays, especially of 2023 and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And as we move to a series that really felt like the Rays, they're back at home. They're at the Trop where they have struggled. They have a better record on the road than they do at home as of right now. But they were looking to change that and get a big win against a good team in Seattle. And on Monday night, what's the date for this guy? June 24th. Monday night, June 24th, the Rays hosted the Mariners. We had Brian Wu facing off against Taj Bradley again. And Taj Bradley was stellar, 5 in the third innings pitched with only 1 earned run, 8 strikeouts. But the 1 earned run would be a Cal Raleigh home run to put the Mariners up. However, in the bottom of the 4th inning, Richie Palacios would tie it up on a wild pitch. Crazy sequence. Brian Wu gets hurt. Richie Palacios is on first. Pickoff move is tried. Richie gets to third on a thrown away ball, and then he scores on a wild pitch 2 pitches later. So that was crazy. But in the top of the 7th, Chris Devenski, which is going to be his last Rays appearance ever. Yeah, he gives up a 2-run home run to Mitch Garver, and that was enough for Kevin Cash and the boys to say, pack your bags, Mr. Chris. But the bottom of the 8th, the Rays responded. Ben Rortvedt, that dude again, would hit an RBI double to make it 3-2. Unfortunately, it hopped over the fence, or it would have been 3-3. But after a great at-bat by Jose Caballero to load the bases, Yandy Diaz smokes a ball on the ground, and it takes a hop over the first baseman. The Rays take the lead, 4-3, and the Rays would hold this lead. Pete would shut the door in the 9th, and the Rays would win this one 4-3. Moving on to the next night, and this was one of the best Rays games of the whole year. First pitch, once again, Yandy Diaz hits a home run off Luis Castillo to make it 1-0. Jose Sierra would add on to make it 2-0. However, Ty France would tie this game up in the top of the 5th off Zach Littell, a 2-run home run. But then after that was all Rays. Bottom of the 6th inning, Taylor Walls would get a 2 RBI triple to make it 4-2 Rays. And then Ben Rortvedt would get a 2-run home run to make it 6-2 Rays. The Mariners would try to respond with a solo home run by Mitch Garver to make it 6-3. But Richie Palacios, Ben Rortvedt, and Isaac Perez would all add on to this Rays lead to give them a 11-3 lead and win. Big win for the Rays, going into a very quick turnaround, a 12-10 game today that we just saw. The Rays faced off against the Mariners. We had George Kirby facing off against Ryan Pepio, and it was a good young pitchers match. The Rays would get on the board 1-0 off a funky little play. Yandy Diaz would get an infield single. Did they take away his RBI? No, they gave him an RBI. Never mind. Yandy Diaz would get an infield single, and Noah was covering first, and Jose Caballero would score from second. Very funky play. Rays take a 1-0 lead, but that was all they would get up until the top of the 6th. And unfortunately, Kevin Cash decides another early pull on his pitcher. This time it was Ryan Pepio, who had a outstanding game. Sean Armstrong comes in and he gives up a 3-run home run with 2 outs to Cal Raleigh to give the Mariners a 3-run lead. The next inning, J.P. Crawford would get a 2 RBI single to make it 5-1 Mariners. The Rays would load the bases with 0 outs in the ninth. Reggie Palacios would get a fielder's choice RBI to make it 5-2. But Ahmed Rosario would ground to a double play to end the game, and the Rays would not be able to complete the sweep. They would lose 5-2 in the final game of the series.
I was getting a little sick of Cal Raleigh.
Yeah,
towards the end of the
he was
series.
locked in, man.
But yeah, just another thing on Chris Devenski. So he gives up that home run. That was 3 consecutive games he had given up a home run. And the crazy thing is, that was the second time he's done that this year. He's had 2 streaks of 3 games where he's given up a home run consecutively. So just to have to reiterate, good riddance, pal. Nice knowing you. But the Rays clutch hitting, man. Yandy Diaz comes in huge. It was Ben Rortvedt before that to make it 3-2 in that first game. So clutch hitting towards the end. You love to see that. Second game, all offense. Ben Rortvedt again, man.
Man, he's on fire.
I got the stats for him. He is 9 for 18 in this stretch of games, and he's got 2 home runs.
Yeah,
Wow.
and
9 for 18.
in his last 12 games, he has 14 RBIs, and he had 4 of those came in the second game. He's a dog, man.
He's a dog.
He's an all-star.
Let him catch every single day. Why are we seeing Alex Jackson?
Why do we even need a second catcher?
Let Yandy be catcher for like half the days or something like that.
Yeah.
He's big enough. Yeah, that first game, very, very good rally from the Rays. I mean, bottom of the 8th, people aren't really thinking about this. It was 0 on, 2 out. There was 2 outs in the 8th inning, no one on base. Taylor Walls walks. Yeah, he walks. Jose Sierra gets a single. Then we start cooking. Ben Rortvedt gets that double. And kind of that could have been a moment where the Rays kind of got discouraged because that double hopped over the wall. That would have scored 2 runs if it did not. But the Rays were still down 1, but they did not get discouraged. They kept rallying. Jose Caballero with the closer in, Andres Munoz, was down 0-2, and he worked a great at-bat to get a walk to get your RBI guy, your guy up there, Yandy Diaz, and he delivered. 4-3, huge RBI single that extended his RBI streak and his hitting streak. Huge hit. And that was an incredible rally. That was just so huge. I mean, we could be looking at the series completely different without that rally. But from no one on with 2 outs to do all of that with 2 outs, it was very impressive.
Mm-hmm. Completely agree. Yeah, and then second game, huge blowout.
Mm-hmm. Just, yeah.
I was thinking about going to that game, and I got in trouble for not going because that's what happened.
You feel like you were going to be bad luck if you went?
No, I could have seen that in person. I had one of those moments where I was your casual fan, and I was like, I really don't feel like driving to St. Pete right now. So I didn't.
Come on.
I had a 5-game losing streak at Tropicana Field for Rays games. Going into Monday night, the Rays were down 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning with 2 outs, nobody on, like I just said, and they pulled through, and I finally got a win after 5 games in a row of losing in Tropicana Field. Brings my record up to 4-8 this year at the Trop. Brutal, but it's all right. Maybe I'm going to start a win streak.
Hopefully.
Speaking of a win streak, we're going to start Saturday. If you haven't got your ticket and you're interested in going, Saturday, June 30th, 4:10, we are having a section takeover at the Trop. Us, a few other Instagram pages, all of our closest friends that follow us, maybe, I don't even know. But if you are interested, please leave a comment, follow us on Instagram, whatever, or look at our Instagram, whatever. The info's all there. We want to see as many people there as possible. We'll be tailgating before if you guys are interested in that as well. I think some hot dogs are on the table and such, some free hot dogs for people there. So, yeah, if you guys are interested, go. I just wanted to plug that real quick before we kept moving on. But I think Ryan Pepio, Game 3, Kevin Cash pulls him with 1 out in the 6th inning. Ryan Pepio was pitching a fantastic game. He had only got 1 hit going up to that plate appearance. He walks a man, and Kevin Cash decides that is it. Quick hook. Sean Armstrong comes in. He gets a ground ball. Double play is not turned. He gives up a walk. Then he gives a 3-run home run to Cal Raleigh, and that decision blows up in Kevin Cash's face immediately.
Yeah. What can you do? What can you do, man?
I already used my soapbox.
I don't know.
Point taken.
I'm sick of blaming Cash for everything,
It's
man.
the stats, man.
No,
Throw the
it's
stats
not.
away.
We're not blaming Cash for everything. We're blaming Cash for his mistakes. Because here's my thing. If you're going to pull your starter that is dealing early, you better get a reliever that you can rely on. And Sean Armstrong has not been that in 2024. Sean Armstrong has been prone to giving up the long ball. He's been prone to giving up explosive outings for the opponents that he faces. That is not the guy you put in. We just talked about 5 guys that we trust in this bullpen. This was the 6th inning. Colin Poche should have been in there. Kevin Kelly should have been there. Clevenger, I think he might have been not available because he'd been used the last couple of days, but he could have been in there. Sean Armstrong was not the move. If you're going to make that pull, I think Clevenger did. If you're going to make that pull, you do have to put in a reliever that you can trust. Kevin Kelly came in the next inning. Just put Kevin Kelly in. Sean Armstrong should not be getting leverage innings right now. He should be getting a clean inning, an inning where he can, no bases, no one on base, nothing, clean slate, and he should be able to. That's the innings he should be getting. He should not be getting the runners on base innings and situations because he's not 2023 Sean Armstrong. He's not as good of a pitcher. What I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to harp on him too much. Me personally, I guess I respectfully disagree. I kind of agree. Yeah. But it's just, again, it's like if we have these guys who are so unreliable, like Devenski, why have they been around so long? If Sean Armstrong is struggling, why is he even on the team? Why don't we call up some guys and have them pitch instead if these guys are so unreliable? But if they're sitting on the team and you use them, maybe you don't pull. Okay, I guess you don't want to pull out Pepe out as early. But again, if there's somebody you can't rely on, like we're talking about, you can't rely on, why are they on the team? Why are they on the team?
I'm not saying you can't rely on them, but you have players that you should rely on in leverage moments. That was a leverage moment. There's a man on base. It was their 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Their best hitters in the lineup, their biggest run producers. I just don't think Sean Armstrong should be getting those innings. I think he should be getting the next inning when you're at the bottom of the order. That's just all I think.
That's fair.
He has 3.96 ERA, so he's not useless. And I'm not saying that Sean Armstrong is a bad pitcher. I think he's a solid pitcher, but he was fantastic last year. He was phenomenal last year. He got any type of innings, opener, middle, closer. It didn't matter. He did pretty much all of it, and he was really good, but he has not been able to replicate that this year. And so I just don't think we can use him like we used him last year. It's just my thoughts on that.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, as we look, just some notes I had on the thing. Yandy Diaz is on a 19-game hitting streak. It is tied for first in franchise history. He is tied with who, guys?
Jason Bartlett. Oh, sorry, who is it? Who were you going to say?
I was going to say comment down below.
Oh,
but
it's okay.
You wouldn't have known it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Or you saw it on TV like the rest of us.
Yeah. But yeah, Yandy Diaz is on a tear right now. He's on an 8-game RBI streak and a 19-game hitting streak and an even longer on-base streak. I think it's 28. I could be wrong, though. I didn't write it down. The Rays in the month of June have a 727 OPS. This is by far their highest team-wide OPS out of any month. In the April and May, their OPSs were around 650, so they have raised their OPS as a team over 70 points in the last month. Really good to see the offense starting to click. And yeah, that's just some notes I put down. I don't know if you guys have any takeaways, players that stood out to you guys, anything you want to say like that.
I mean, Yandy Diaz and Rosarina, they're starting to feel like the guys they're supposed to be. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's kind of feeling like this offense is what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so huge. Josh Lowe has also had a fantastic week. In the last 7 days, he's 9 for 26 with a .433 on-base percentage and a 1.087 OPS. Ben Rortvedt's got the highest one out of all of them.
I was going to say, if your catcher's doing good for the Rays, things are looking good.
This is what we need. Randy and Yandy are playing good. Randy Rosarina has found his stroke with the fastball. He's been able to hit the heater this month. I don't have the exact stats pulled up, but it's better, and that's why he's been able to get success. He's also taking his walks. Yandy Diaz, he's just playing like Yandy Diaz. He had a slow start, but he's back to being that guy. He's lifting the ball. He's hitting home runs. He's just a heck of a player, and this is what he does. It was an unfortunate April for him, but he's back. Is pretty much all it is with him.
Jose Siri's doing good.
Outside of yesterday, Phil Matan.
Yeah.
5.1 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 earned run. That was yesterday. But before that, 4 games, no earned runs.
There we go.
Couple of strikeouts.
Yeah,
When you don't hear about him, I feel like that's a good thing.
Yeah.
He actually did okay.
Absolutely. I think he's doing what Devenski couldn't do. He's improving. He has at least shown that he can give you good innings. He might give up the long ball. He might throw a meatball to Mike Trout that gets sent 478 feet, but he's going to give you good innings too.
He's getting there.
He's getting there.
Unless you are Jason Adam, I'm pretty much scared if you're coming in the game. Like I don't know that I've ever.
You don't trust Pete right now?
Snake Eyes Pete?
No.
I trust Pete with my life right now.
I think this might be like one of the most scared seasons with this bullpen I think I've ever been in.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably last couple of weeks. I think bullpen might be your weakest spot right now, which is
you can't have it all.
You can't have all 3. We haven't.
Can we at some point?
We're the closest we've been to having all 3.
We are very close. We are very close.
Yeah. Unfortunately, really would like to see Brandon Lau heal up and get back. I don't know if we mentioned, but he has
Where are they now?
he has a broken pinky toe, and he's not going on the IL, but he still hasn't played since that hit by pitch in Pittsburgh on Saturday. But he was really opening up the offense, playing good at bats. Same thing with Rosario. He's back to being healthy at least, so it's good. But this lineup just feels a lot more complete and cohesive.
It made the loss feel better today.
In my defense, I might be catching a break off, but Pete Fairbanks gave up a home run and he gave up 2 hits and a run on Thursday. So I still have a.
He did give up that home run.
I
that was crushing.
Right to be
I think we blame that all on Devenski though, because if Pete started that inning, it would have been over.
Right.
But he did give up a home run, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
The trembling I have within me, it has recent relativity.
I don't know. It just.
I trust him. I trust
him, but
I kind of trust Colin Poche with my life.
And now he's got like a little closer walkout thing. You saw that, right?
Yeah, he's got. People were telling me on Instagram that this has been going on for a while. I've never seen it. I've never seen it either. I think they might be picking and choosing when they do it, but they did a whole light show thing for him. I've never seen it, but people have said that it's happened before. So I've
never seen the whole stadium go blue like that. They do all kinds of light stuff throughout the game, but I've never seen the whole thing go dark and it's been all blue in there.
Yeah,
I know for a fact I have not seen that this year.
Yeah, but I think maybe we're just missing the games Pete comes in a save situation. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, it was cool. I thought it was
It's
cool.
got to be newer if it's not new right
I would
now.
like to see the rate. Like, honestly, here's my hot take for Tropicana Field. You guys ready for it? Everyone complains about the color of the roof for the fly balls. Keep the roof orange the whole game. They would see the fly balls, it would look cooler, and it would be awesome. There you go. I said it.
Keep it orange when the Rays are on defense.
That'd be interesting.
Well, you can't do both. You can't make it unfair.
I mean, the clouds come through, clouds roll in. It could change up depth perception for teams who play outdoors. Why can't we have some dome field advantage?
Dude, if I had controlled those lights, I'd be flicking them on and off.
I'd make them a little brighter. You're leaving the ballpark, and I specifically make a loop around the 275 so I can see the lights when they went after. And so it's not that bright.
They've gotten dimmer. They've gotten dimmer.
And they post pictures online, and they edit them because they're like, oh, the Trop's lit up tonight for this cause or this or whatever. And it looks beautiful. And then it's well, in reality, though, It's not like that. You're editing. Rays are editing their pictures, guys. Yeah. So brighten them up a little bit. And I hope they keep it, though, in the new stadium. I hope they
light
still
up the
light
dome
the thing.
anytime the Rays win. Not just at home.
Yeah.
Road wins, I want to see that dome lit up.
That's something too. I like the Sacramento Kings beam.
Oh, yeah.
Give us a Rays beam.
Yeah. Dude, like, make it, like,
Bolts should have a
project
beam.
like, Rays in the tank on the top of the thing when I'm driving. Like, just
Like
lean
the
in.
bat signal.
Yeah, but they're, like, moving Rays. Dude, like, lean
that'd
into
be
the
sick.
weird. Like, it's like an aquarium, but it's on the top of the truck.
That would be sick. Or like
Yeah.
the water.
Yeah.
You know how like the water reflects at night?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be sick.
Lean into that, man. That's cool. And I'm saying, if people are gonna whine about the freaking roof and the fly balls, make it orange. It'll be so cool. All right.
And when something hits the awnings, they should put that on the scoreboard to let people know. Because I swear to you, what game was that? Was that the Mets? When it hit the...
And it went out. It was a home run. That was Mets, but
Dude, I think it hit the C ring.
it did. It did.
Or B ring, which
It-
is not a home run.
It hit. No. Oh no! It hit the ring, and it hit the home run ring, and it like flicked down and went down to the stands.
I swear I was tracking the thing.
Oh, wait,
it did
no,
not
no.
hit the home run. one.
They hit a ring in the Mariners game this week. It was a foul ball. It hit. They hit it. It hit the ring. It came back, and the Mariners caught it, but they said it was a foul ball because it's automatic foul ball when they hit it.
Yeah, put the rules though on the scoreboard so people can see.
I think they do it sometimes before the game, but like I'm never there early
No,
enough to
I don't
see
think
it.
so. The only time I ever see them put the rules up is like when it's a national TV broadcast and it's like a playoff game. I remember when they did that for the playoff games. So, but yeah, love Trop.
Old gray lady on 16.
Old Grizzly. We got anything?
Preview
Preview the games?
Yeah, let's preview the games. I'll get that to you guys. So they're still at home. The Rays. Do they have an off day tomorrow?
Yes.
They
Mhm.
do.
There's some
They're
event
chilling.
there. They're doing like a casino event tomorrow. Or something.
Ooh, so go get your gambling in, guys. Gamble
Gamble responsibly.
responsibly. But the Rays start off at home this weekend against the Washington Nationals for a 3-game series. First game on Friday, June 28th, is at 6:50 p.m. on Bally. Then
Who's our
Saturday,
pitchers? Give us some pitching matchups.
pitchers. Yeah, let's see who's on the bumps. It's projected to be Zach Eflin versus Mitchell Parker for the Nationals. 3.30 ERA, WHIP 110. 5-3 on the year, so we'll see. Rays should be able to beat that guy though. Whoops. Where's that again? Okay, Saturday. Here we go. Saturday, you guys should be there. Aaron Savali versus Jake Irvin. Jake Irvin comes in 5-6 on the year, 3.13 ERA with a 1.09 WHIP. The Nationals are a sneaky good team this year, guys.
There's a bunch of young pitchers that I think they said on the broadcast Nationals won 11 out of 17. I think it's 18 now because they lost, but they're playing good baseball.
Right there. That game Saturday 4:10 p.m.
Be there.
Sunday to close out the series on June 30th at 1:40 p.m. Taj Bradley takes on Patrick Corbin, who is 1-7, 5.46 ERA, WHIP of 1.53. Come on, guys.
I'm sure we'll make him look like a Cy Young contender.
Yeah, probably, but you know what? Come on, guys. You gotta run that guy out of here. Should we go to the next series
I don't
way?
know.
Or
What do you guys? I don't
might
know.
be a small episode next week.
Well, yeah. Are you doing like a quick turnaround episode, or are you guys wait until midweek?
We can't. I think it's gonna have to be a quick turnaround because next week is 4th of July. Wait, it is me and Joel.
Yeah.
We could take a week off. I mean, like with 4th of July.
I think you guys record. But what you got?
I'm down for whatever.
I think what?
We'll record and we can like just fool around or something.
I mean, that is essentially what we do when it's just me and somebody else on the show.
That's what we do every week. We're
I'm-
fooling
I'm-
around.
I'm
I
over-
think just preview. I think
I'm over here on the Tampa Bay Times trying to see if there's any stadium news going on. So like,
I think just
just
I think just do the Nat series, and then you guys can.
A little quick 30 minutes.
Yeah, you guys can
Yeah.
do. Yeah, maybe I don't know Monday, whatever works for you guys. I won't be here. Won't be here next week. I think the Rays might have an off day Monday too.
They do. There's only 3 MLB games on Monday.
Oh, so that's perfect. Off day Monday. You guys got Sunday or Monday to record
Yeah,
without
we
any
could just
Rays
do
conflicts.
Monday.
Yeah.
Because I don't like when we skip or go too late.
I'm gonna be.
We're talking about 9 games today.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a
No,
lot to
that
remember.
was. Yeah, that was.
So I'd rather cut those.
And we were
out and
we
make
were
it
doing
easy.
actually so good on Sundays and Mondays. Like we were on a good schedule, so we got to get back
I've just
on
been
it.
busy.
No,
man,
yeah,
since
we're
vacation.
about to be on.
Yeah,
it.
if you guys missed me last week, I had some car troubles. But if you guys
Tough.
like and subscribe, follow us on
Yeah,
Instagram,
we'll never have
like our
car
videos.
troubles again.
I'll never have car troubles again.
That's true.
Maybe I could even buy a new car if you guys just like and subscribe, share it to your friends.
You know what? I'm gonna say it. The Rays are sweeping the Nationals this weekend.
It's valid. It is valid.
They're going 2-1.
Oh, they're sweeping because you know what? The game that they should lose is Saturday, but the Trop is going to be so electric on Saturday that they're not going to lose. Aaron Savali's going to throw a gem, and the Rays are going to hit this guy.
Why did we pick an Aaron Savali?
We did not pick an Aaron Savali game. I think we would have switched the date if it wasn't Aaron Savali, bro. Richie Poss, no. Ahmed Rosario's hitting a home run.
I'm gonna say 2-1. Home run. I think Saturday Randy will hit one.
Ooh.
that'd be
dude,
nice.
it's connects too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, I think
yeah.
Randy hits one on Saturday. Joel.
I mean, until Ben Royfit stops hitting home
Yeah,
runs,
that's a good
I'm gonna
pick.
stay on
That's a
it.
good
Let's pick. go.
That's a good pick.
Yeah. I'll go with the negative train. I'll go 1 and 2.
Ah,
We can't go 1-2 to the Nationals.
I hope
man.
not. We could. I mean,
I forget they
have
exist
a,
sometimes.
They have a very similar
Aaron
record to
Savali
us.
is starting one of these games.
That's the game we're going to, Joel.
I mean, like I've been positive on the text line, but I am on a 3-game losing streak. So yeah, I'm carrying.
We're breaking it. We're breaking
I'm
it.
carrying that into an Aaron Savali start. So it's kind of
We got to break it. Hey, the Randy game that we got the ovation was also an Aaron Savali start.
Oh, then we're good. We're
Yep.
doing all right.
That's what I'm saying.
It was just, yeah. It was just because our offense did so good.
Oh, yeah, no.
They
Savali
forgot
gave
that
up like
Bozo
8.
gave up,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
7 or 8 runs.
Yeah, no, I was gonna leave that part out, but yeah, totally. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a flashback, and I was like, why don't I remember that?
I think he gave up 7 and we scored 9.
Yeah. Or didn't we win like 11-8 or 10-8 or
Yeah, something like that. Or 10-7.
That was a magical game.
It was a magical game.
I gave some goosebumps.
Oh, so
Thinking
good.
about that.
I see him.
He launched one.
Dude, so far. I see the goosebumps.
Goosebumps.
Are we tidbitting?
Yeah, that's tidbit.
Let's tidbit.
Go support the Rays this week. Should we do an hour tidbit each?
While you guys are looking around,
I'm giving. Okay.
I think some of the next voting for the Rays Stadium, it looks like from the Times it's July 11th. But from what I'm hearing from people talking around here, is that the votes actually might go through and the stadium might pass. And I say that with a weary heart. So
That's gonna be a gotcha moment for you. I'm gonna be.
I mean,
I'm coming with fury.
I'm not looking forward to it. But I'm seeing July 11th's a date to be looking for. There's a workshop planned for July 9th. It's just a couple quick little dates
Here
coming
to
up
stay.
to be looking at. I don't know. Not looking forward to it, but it'll be nice. It'll be okay. It's all done, all finished. No more talking about this. So time for the tidbits.
I'm going first. I'm giving
I'll
minute
go
30,
first.
but when it's the ding ding ding, it's over.
I'll go first.
All right. Minute 30.
Tonight was the NBA draft, and I want to highlight a team that's not my favorite team, but a team that I took a lot of liking to this playoff run, and that's the Minnesota Timberwolves. You know, Anthony Edwards, he is a Georgia guy, but I got nothing but respect for that guy. He just plays the game the right way. He's a dog. He doesn't foul bait. He just hoops, man. And I love watching him play. And the Minnesota Timberwolves made a major, major upgrade today. They traded up to get Rob Dillingham, the point guard out of Kentucky. Let me tell you what. Rob Dillingham is a spectacular point guard. He is one of the shiftiest people coming out of this draft class. Great handles. He's a streaky scorer. He's fast. He's going to play off great with Gobert and Towns and Anthony Edwards. His defense, he's undersized, but they have the length around to make up for it. And this is going to be a huge upgrade over Mike Conley. Rob Dillingham's going to provide some scoring alongside Anthony Edwards, which is really going to help. And if they keep Mike Conley, I don't know if he's going to retire or not, he could be a great mentor as a small guard for Rob Dillingham. I'm really excited about this. I think the Timberwolves are going to even take the step forward from the conference finals to maybe being a finals team. Shout out the Magic. They got Tristan da Silva, 40% three-point shooter, should really help the team and give them some much-needed shooting. I'm hoping maybe to see a big move from the Magic coming in the future of this NBA offseason. Paul George to Orlando.
You want me to go, or do you?
I got it.
You got it? All right.
All right. Tidbits with Joel, your food edition of the part today. We're going with the Mr. Beast box at Zaxby's. Wonderful. I didn't realize going into it that there was going to be cheese curds in the box as well. So really exciting, really awesome surprise for me, and the chocolate bar as well.
The
really cool. Yeah. So yeah, Mr. Beast box, and so I sleep on fast food apps a lot of the time. I'll do Chick-fil-A and that's about it. But with the Zaxby's app, I pulled it out. I had a gift card on it. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go get the gift card I have in my app. And through the app, because I got that box, I got a free boneless wing. So, again, free advertisement for Zaxby's right here, but they deserve it. Go get yourself a Mr. Beast box. Use the app. You might be able to get a free side of extra boneless wings. And now for my real tidbit, I did get a toll-by plate for the new expressway going to the Tropicana Field Stadium. So be ready for that. They are coming. The toll-by plates do exist on that expressway. It was $5, and I have like 3 more coming in the mail soon.
$5?
Yeah. So not looking forward to that, but I didn't know because I haven't been getting tolls for the last like 5 years. So this is one of the first tolls I've got in a long time. With that,
Do you have the Sun Pass?
I do, and I think I've confirmed that it's not working. But I haven't gotten the toll-by plates before, so I don't know. Got to figure it out. So there's my tidbit. But mainly Zaxby's. Just go to Zaxby's tomorrow, guys.
So good.
Okay.
It was delicious.
I'm telling you, Joel, next episode, I'm picking up a Mr. Beast box. We're going to eat it on the show.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
You down?
Yeah.
Monday, I'll pick them up because there's one by my house. I think that's a good idea. We'll eat it on camera. And we'll do like a review.
You guys are going to pull a full mukbang show next week when I'm gone?
I'll have to move the mic away because I'm going to be like... But yeah, I want to try it too because I want to try a feast.
It's a good deal.
I think I'll get you one. We'll do that for the
Sounds
show
good,
on Monday.
I'm going to forget. You can be like, Zaxby's!
Yeah, don't forget. We'll do that. My turn. Okay. Let's start off. USA Cricket. Linsanity run comes to an end. You got me starting to believe after you beat Pakistan and you make it close with India. You made it to the Super 8s. I spent money to get the streaming service that provides cricket, and you blow every single game after that. You lose to England. You lose to West Indies. You lose to South Africa. They're all great teams, but it was just kind of made me feel embarrassed. I wasted $11 to watch cricket. I didn't really know what was going on half the time. Anyway, Team USA in the Copa America final, first group stage game, beats Bolivia 2-0. Christian Pulisic, he is our hero. He is our LeBron James of soccer. USA all the
Captain.
way. Let me think too. Oh yeah, I went to a place tonight, Midtown Tampa. It's pretty fun. There's a lot of restaurants there. It's pretty cool for the young people. There's boba there. Our friend Kyle works over there.
True. Did you see him?
I did not see him. But I went to True Food Kitchen tonight. Was it a boom or a doom? It was definitely a doom. I did not recommend. Very expensive. Food was not great. I hate to do this on the show, but I had to. I really had to say that. It was so bad. I had to say it on the show. Okay, but what else, man?
Your wife is going to listen to this and be like, honey, you said it was great on the way home.
Oh, no, I said it was terrible in the car. I said it was terrible. That's it.
So what you've learned from TB3 Tidbits is go to Zaxby's and get the Feastable box, the Mr. Beast box.
Yes.
Don't go to True Kitchen.
True Food Kitchen.
True Food Kitchen. Don't do it.
I mean,
It's terrible.
Just from the name,
Dude,
I'm not expecting anything good
reject modernity, embrace tradition. Go
Dude,
to Zaxby's.
I can name 3 better restaurants in Midtown. Because if you haven't been there,
Shake Shack.
Yeah.
there's a Shake Shack. Walk-Ons. Walk-Ons is like the Cajun B-dubs.
That's Drew Brees, right?
Drew Brees owns
Yeah.
it. It's super good.
They cut their own mozzarella sticks there.
Yeah, it is unreal. I usually get the Cajun burger, and it's got shrimp on it,
Okay.
and it's so good. I don't get the peppers on it though, because like trust me, don't. Colony Grill, it's for what it's worth. It's cool. They only have pizza on the menu. Like it's a pizza place, and you're like, oh, it's a pizza place. Of course they have pizza. It's only pizza. There's no breadsticks. There's no appetizers. It is only pizza. But it is good pizza for what it's worth. Decent price. And then, yeah, you said Shake Shack. There's an Italian place there. Don't go there either. It's bad. You're going to run up $100 check for not a lot of food, and it doesn't taste very good.
All right.
What's
Midtown review.
the car spot there? There's like one little spot and it has a car in the window. It's not a Tesla. It's something.
Rivian? Is it Rivian,
Yeah,
I
it's
think?
Rivian.
The boba place there is good.
You're a boba guy?
I love boba.
Really?
I
That's a
really
curveball.
do. Like, there's a place in Detroit, LIT, the best boba you can get in America.
All right. And on that note, thank you guys for watching TB3 episode 44. Again, on YouTube, subscribe, hit the like button, comment one word to describe the Rays season that's so far, or whatever else you want to comment. Whatever you got on your mind, we'd like to hear it. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. We got a bunch of stuff coming out, some Rays content, some others content. Spotify, 5 stars, follow button, all that good stuff. And I hope you guys all have a beautiful and blessed night.